I don't mean a small leak. I mean, it was gushing in the house.
They lie you straight in your face.
Don't use that part in the recording, okay? Yeah. Hi, my name is Daniel Grossberg, and I'm a property flipper here in Louisville, Kentucky. I've used Sergey and Roof It Right for a number of years. I've had 4, 5, maybe even 6 properties that I've had them work on. One time I decided to try a different company, and I regret it to this day. They were a little bit cheaper on the front end, but the roof leaked immediately. After their 7th failed attempt to stop the leaking, I had no choice but to call in Sergey to repair my brand new roof. And trust me, it would have been a lot easier and a lot cheaper to have just hired Sergey the first time. So while it's perfectly common to go out there and get multiple bids, take my word for it that I have never had a bad experience with Sergey, and no one I've referred to him has ever had a bad experience, and he's worth every penny. He stands behind his work is quality, and it is still affordable.
Thank you.
Well, but it's true, 100% true story.
Yeah, that's a true story. That's why we're excited. And maybe you can give us a little more details. What exactly happens? What was wrong? How things went wrong with that other roofer?
Well, it was an insurance claim, and they said that they would only charge me whatever the insurance paid me, which is how an insurance job should be. Not only did they try and charge me well beyond what insurance paid because they didn't think insurance paid enough, but the roof didn't work. I mean, it was raining in the house. I don't mean a small leak. I mean, it was gushing in the house. And when we kept asking them to fix the roof, they would say no because they installed the new roof, and they only promised that they would install a new roof. They never promised that the new roof would work. They just said, we put on a new roof. Here's the signed agreement. You said that you would pay us to install a new roof. You've got a new roof, we're done. And I obviously can't, and this was my own personal home. This wasn't an investment property, and I can't live in a house where rain is coming in on a regular basis. So I called you, you came out, you diagnosed the issue. We tried letting them know the things that could be done to fix it. They refused to do it. We had you out there again after they did some minor repairs using caulk and trying to just adjust things. And eventually, as I said, we had to give up, and you guys came out there, and one guy in one day was able to get enough of it working that we now have a roof that keeps our house dry. Right. But the time and energy and frustration, it wasn't worth it. You know, Roof It Right is an affordable roofer. You're not the cheapest, but you get what you pay for if you go with the cheapest.
Exactly,
you know?
exactly.
If you go with the absolute cheapest, they're cutting corners. I mean, roofing shingles, there's a certain cost to it. Labor, there's a certain cost to it. If you're a lot cheaper than everyone else, it's because you're not doing all the work. It means you're not replacing decking when it needs to be done. You're not replacing flashing when it needs to be done. On my house, you showed that some places they had caulk, 3 fingers thick caulk beads around where the chimney was and a few of the pipes. They accidentally nailed through some shingles, and instead of replacing those shingles, they put patches on it. Things that should never happen on a new roof.
Right.
And I remember asking you, have you ever had a roof that you installed that had a problem? And you said, of course, we've all had a problem. I said, have you ever had to go back 7 different times for new leaks? And you said, no, you couldn't be that bad at your job even if you tried. So what I appreciate about you is you're honest, you're upfront, you give a good price, even if it's not the best, you stand behind the price, and someone knows whatever price Sergey quotes, that's how much it will cost to get a new roof that works, and that's how much it'll cost no matter how many times Sergey has to come back to make sure that it's right. And that's why the name is fitting, Roof It Right. Not Roof It Cheap, but Roof It Right.
Yeah.